Hey y'all, Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas. This is the Big and Rick Show without Biggin right this minute. Follow me. Come on, we're going to talk about some stuff. Hi, Kenny. Let's just, as long as we're fooling around, let's just fool around, okay? Biggin is writing some insurance. And, that's one of the companies I own is Fearless Insurance. And Biggin is working with a friend of ours and working on some insurance. So let's just fool around. Come on. Hi, Miss Nelson. He's got his headphones on. He can't hear shit. Probably listening to Hank Williams, and I don't mean Junior either. Hi, Miss Nelson.
How's it going?
So we are doing the Big and Rick show. So I'm Rick. You can be Biggin. Put that on, Biggin. There, you Biggin. What are you working on? The knucklehead?
Making making a you would have
For the coil?
No.
Bracket.
Making a bracket for the
Oil tank?
regulator, voltage regulator.
Okay. All right. And where are you going to mount that at? On the bottom there?
Yeah, it'll be on the back side underneath the transmission.
Okay. Okay. So that's the thing is you'll have, when we do a custom bike, you have a ton of time just in fabricating just small pieces that most people will never notice.
Yeah. Especially ones that get hidden underneath, and
Right.
there'll be all kinds of
If
them.
you're on the Strokers Dallas Instagram page, check out our story. I just put up a really cool picture of a clutch arm Ryan built, and I mean it looks like a $400 clutch arm, and it's a piece of equipment.
No, it's pretty. It's nice, and he went with the square instead of with the round one, and he drilled the holes in it and all that. And I haven't got to see the finished product.
Yeah, it's on the bike right now.
Okay, but it's stuff like that make a custom bike custom, and that's what Ryan does. And Ryan likes nothing better than to sit back here in the fab shop and just create cool, neat stuff. And like I said, a lot of it you'll never notice.
Yeah.
But the difference is you could go out and you could buy the stuff. We can get it from some of the suppliers, and it would be good quality parts, but it wouldn't be handmade stuff, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And even a lot of the parts that we buy, what happens with them?
You end up having to modify them.
We end up having to modify them, or sometimes it'll fit and it'll be fine, and Ryan will look at it, or I'll look at it, and we'll say, hey, this part fits fine. Let's make it cool. Why don't we do this? Or why don't we change that? Or why don't we put an arc here? Why don't we drill some holes here? Why don't we add a lip to it? Or, just something to make the bike more custom.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part of building a bike?
Doing the little pieces.
I knew it was. Whenever I can't find him, I know he's in here in the fab shop, working away.
Because you get to kind of get wild with it a little bit, and even the things that you don't really see,
right?
That's going to get hidden, that you could just, like this, I could have just bent a piece of sheet metal and bolted it and went, but that's not good enough. We need to make something that's
cool,
that's stout, and it looks cool, and that when you start looking around the bike, and then you're like, wow, look at that, and look at that.
Well, and we want to do stuff that's so clean that you don't really notice it unless you're looking, and then when you see it, you see that, hey, that's a custom deal. You didn't buy that.
Yeah.
Well, good. All right, you got anything else to declare? We're just fooling around. Biggin's writing insurance.
Oh.
So the Big and Rick show is just Rick today. Say goodbye, Nelson.
See you later.
Here's your clip back there, Josh, in case you want to say something. So here's one we're trying to get to. It's a little shovel head enduro kind of project. It's going to be pretty cool. We've just been so covered up that we hadn't had a chance to work on it lately. Hi, Felicia. But one of the things I wanted to show y'all, now I've had y'all back here before. This is Punch Wally Garage, which Punch Wally Garage is Strokers Dallas. It's a company, but it's under the Strokers Dallas label. Somebody spilled Felicia's water. Come on outside. Not you, Felicia. You stand there, you little heathen. So this is my 1979 Trans Am, which 79 was the 10th anniversary. And so like this was the pace car for the Indianapolis 500 that year. I've had it 20 years. The story of it is I bought it when I had a girl that was a regular customer, and she was married, and she had this Trans Am, and she and I would always talk because I had a 76 Trans Am as a kid. And so she loved this Trans Am, and she would drive it to Strokers, but she didn't drive it very often, and she was a second owner. She loved this car. And then one day she came up and she said, I want you to buy my Trans Am. And I said, why? You love that car. And she said, I do love that car, but I'm pregnant and I need the money. I want you to buy it. And I said, I don't want to buy it. You know, she said, you love, and I said, I do. I love that car and I love Trans Ams and I miss the one that I had, but I don't need another vehicle. This was 20 years ago. Then she started crying. So I bought the damn thing, and I'm so glad that I did. And at the time, my oldest daughter, Chelsea, was 15 and fixing to start driving. So I told her, I said, I'm gonna give her this car. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I knew that, you know, any new driver, 15, 16, 17 years old, they're going to wreck it. And this was too nice of a car. So I wound up buying Chelsea a Volkswagen Bug that was a couple of years old. Bought it from my buddy Jimmy McDavid. I flamed it, and it was red with like hot rod flames. It was a badass car. And everywhere she went, I knew where she was because people would say, yeah, I saw your daughter. Hey, I saw your daughter, because they knew that Volkswagen. And the reason I didn't give her this, because I knew that she would wind up wrecking it. Guess what she did with the Volkswagen? She flipped it going down the highway. Luckily, nobody got hurt, but this is a cool car. It's got the 6.6 liter. It's got the silver interior. The only thing I've really done to it is I put the Kragers on it, put air shocks on it. We've gone through everything and cleaned it up and all that. And I'm still going to give it to Chelsea, you know, someday when I'm not around, she can have the damn thing. But until then, I'm going to drive it.
So she can wreck it and you won't be here to cry about it.
Well, she's 35, fixing to be 36, so hopefully she's
a little more responsible now.
Yeah.
Now, this you might recognize if you watched the episode of Ma's Roadhouse yesterday.
Yeah.
This is Ma Sharon Fairless.
Yep. So this is my 97 Suburban. I call it the psychedelic Suburban. So I bought this new in 97, and it was black. And it was from a company called Show Trucks USA. And I think in 97, that's when business was booming in the motorcycle business. I paid $50-something thousand for this new in 97, like I say. And it was it's an awesome truck, and I drove it for years. Well, one day the Lehman truck guy was out here. My truck was sitting out here, and he had his 18-wheeler, and he backed over it, pulled up. He was in the parking lot. He was trying to wiggle that 18-wheeler out of the parking lot. So he ran over this Suburban like 5 times. He just kept pushing it. So the owner of Lehman Trucks called me and said, you take it, get it fixed, paint it however you want it, and I'll take care of the bill. And he did. So that's a cool truck that I like to get out and drive. Actually, Bigun's been driving this summer. I didn't show him my billboard yet, did I?
I think we made a post, but I don't think you got to talk about it.
His billboard. So I'm going to take a minute and brag on my neighbor. Point over there, Josh. That company there is called Ralston Outdoor Advertising. Well, Mr. Ralston does billboards, and they've done them forever and ever and ever. So Ben Ralston, the son. I think he runs the day-to-day operations of the company. I have an old billboard here from the Clinton Library of one of my customs, and it was faded. And I was over there talking to him one day, and he said, "What are you going to do about that faded billboard you got?" And I said, "Why don't you do me one?" And he did. So you can see, you know, I got to overdo everything. Everything I do is overdone. So I got my mom and my wife and my daughter, my dogs, some cool bikes, some cool cars. You notice I got the 69 Judge in there. Had to have the Judge in there. The trike, I got the SSI trike. I got Pam in there, and I got the SSI chopper. I got the Allstate chopper. I mean, it's just a cool, and what's so cool about it is this billboard is how big? How big is this damn thing? Hold on, I'll tell you.
Probably 20 by 40 there. 25.
It's about 30 foot. It's about 30 by 20. Actually, I think is what it is. Well, look how clean and crisp those images are. Those were just pictures. And I worked with his guy, and he took those pictures and he blew them up and he moved them around. And they did such a great job. So they do billboards, but this is just a vinyl banner. You know, if you need something for where you work or some kind of advertising or something, the guys over here at Ralston Outdoor Advertising are awesome. Ask for Ben. He's the owner. I just love my billboard. I keep thinking of where I can put some more stuff up. Let's go check on Punch Wally. So who I have on my hood of my psychedelic Suburban? You know who that is, Josh?
Is that Betty Page?
Betty Page. Kind of an abstract of Betty Page. I love me some Betty Page. Some old 57 Chevy. Putting some new kingpins in the front of it.
Has anybody seen a Honda Monkey?
Honda Monkey, we are fixing to do some cool stuff too.
You're standing next to it so you can see how big it is.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool bike. It's 125, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it has a top speed of 70, 75.
Yeah,
80.
I believe so.
4 gears. I rode it the other day. 4 gears. Rides great. Rides great.
And that's a brand new bike, folks.
Brand new. So this is owned by Jeff Sinelli, a friend of mine that owns Burgesa, which Burgesa is Tenders and Tots. So it's a restaurant that specializes in tenders and tots. And we are customizing this El Camino, which is a cool deal. And we're going to, on this Honda Monkey, we are going to customize this to the tune of Witch Witch. Y'all ever heard of the sandwich company called Witch Witch? It's been around for a long time. They got all kinds of cool sandwiches. You tell them how you want to make the sandwich. Mr. Sinelli also owns Witch Witch. So this is going to be a Witch Witch Honda Monkey. Emilio. We love us some Emilio. So we got all the paint back finally from Mike Coy. He did a great job. So D is got the motor and transmission back in. And what are you working on now, D?
Put the gas filler in and put the rear bumper on.
Okay. And you've got Jose helping you as much as he can? Okay. All right. Well, hunt them down or get with Rodney. You can't. When you're sitting at home watching the Love Boat. No, put your stuff on the back burner. Just pause the Love Boat and go ahead and get down to ordering these parts. We got to get it done. Another El Camino. Willie's Jeep. Got a motor coming for that Willie's Jeep, I think, today. Hey, look, it's Bigun. Are you done with Brent? You get him hooked up? You get Brent hooked up?
I saved Brent $1,200 every 6 months. $2,400 a year.
And so, what did you write?
I wrote his cycle, which he has one bike, 3 vehicles, and his home. And I thought, I know we do the show, and this is the Rick and Bigun show, but I'd rather make money and build that relationship. Because if I blew him off, then I wouldn't want to do business with somebody that blew me off.
Yeah, you wouldn't be a Fairless if you blew that deal off.
So the show could wait. Sorry, everyone.
Business comes first. And so
he goes, is your dad going to be mad? And I said, no. He'd be mad if I didn't.
That's right. So we own Fearless Insurance Services, which is the insurance company. Bigun runs it with Richard. Richard is kind of the day-to-day operations guy.
I was telling Richard I said, yeah, Richard, I said, or I told Brent, I said, I never sleep. I have 2 kids. So if it's early in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, you can call or text me with a change or if I need to do something. And Richard was walking by and he goes, yeah, and that normally travels downhill. And she'll call me at 10:03 and say, Richard, I need your help.
Oh, Richard who?
I said, oh, shut up, Richard.
Yeah, Richard is he's our
he's a good one.
He's our insurance guru.
He's extremely knowledgeable. And I knew a lot about insurance, but there's so much I learned from Richard, like the tricks of the trade.
So the bottom line is, if you live in Texas and you have insurance, you should let us look at your declaration page. Because worst case scenario, Bigun or Richard look at it and they say, dude, you're good. You don't need us.
That's not really worst case scenario because they already know.
Well, best case scenario for them. Yeah, it's basically an insurance evaluation. We all have insurance. We don't like it. You don't like it. We don't like it. You don't got to spray it all over yourself. Nobody likes insurance. And I got a company that me and my wife own that nobody likes to deal with them, but you have to deal with them. So if you want to save money, you save, Brent, how much?
$1,200 a policy term.
Okay, so $2,400 a year,
yes.
Right? $2,400 a year we saved Brent. And are you giving him comparable insurance, better insurance?
I'm actually giving him better insurance because his old policy didn't do the water backup, which that's my new, but I'm like, Brent, listen, like I'm already saving you money, but can I add this $60 coverage on there because if a pipe leaks or bursts or something, it's going to be expensive as heck. And if you have this insurance, it's $60. And he's like, yeah, that happened to me and I had to pay out of pocket with Liberty Mutual. And I thought.
And you wrote him with Allstate.
Yep.
And you know what they say.
And he had 3 different policies, and so now everything's under one roof, which he's very excited about.
Yeah, no, it's so. How do they send it to you? Lena, Lena at strokersdallas.com.
And Kim, if you're listening, I'm still working on your policy.
So, yeah. So if you got insurance, let us check it. Let Lena or Richard check it and see how you're doing there.
So what did I miss?
We talked about the Trans Am, your sister's car. We talked about your sister's car. We talked about the Suburban.
My Suburban.
Talked about the Suburban.
I love that. That's
we talked about my new billboard.
Oh, your new billboard.
Yeah, but there's something I've been excited about that we hadn't talked about yet, and I'm not going to give too much away, but it's something new that I'm customizing now for me. What is it?
Something new that you're customizing.
John has it now. Devin has it now.
I thought you already talked about it.
Well, we're going to talk about it. So across the street from me,
his neighbors,
my neighbor, directly across the street from me is the
Toyota of Irving.
Toyota of Irving.
Owners.
Yeah. So it's a family. The Shoemakers own Toyota of Irving, and so we've been driving. Our shop truck has been a 2008 Toyota Tundra for years.
Papa calls it a Toyota.
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 Because he's from Oklahoma.
Pop's from Oklahoma?
That's where he was born. You didn't know your grandpa was born in Oklahoma?
No.
Blue, Oklahoma.
No, but
Real quick, we got some people asking if you do business policies.
Yes. If it has walls or wheels, I insure it. The only thing I don't do is like life and health. So
Yet.
I can't do.
Yet.
My plate's a little full, Rick Fairless.
I ain't talking about you. I might hire 10 guys.
Okay. Yes.
Answer is yes.
It has
And
walls or wheels.
And that's where Richard comes in because he's got so much experience with that.
I think he's actually trying to get licensed for life.
He is. No, he's licensed for life.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's already licensed for life. Anyway, about my Toyota, I got a 2020 Toyota Tundra 4-wheel drive that we are doing the Rick Fairless Touch to. So I'm working with Jeremy Shoemaker over at Toyota of Irving.
Spelled Jereme.
Jeremy. He's awesome. So he runs the company over there, Toyota of Irving. He's covered in tattoos.
Oh, he is? I've never met him.
Super nice guy. Super nice guy.
So they're putting a lift kit on it.
Yeah, they're doing well. I don't want to give all that away. Okay. Don't give away everything you know.
Big mouth.
Big mouth, biggin.
You know what they say.
Telegraph, telephone, telebiggin. So we're customizing this new 2020 Toyota, and it's going to be really, really cool. And I had got it to use as a shop truck for day-to-day deliveries. I'm not going to. It's going to be for me. It's for me.
My email, you can either email Lena, Lena, at strokersdallas.com, STROKERSDALLAS, or you can do Bigun, BIGUN, at strokersdallas.com.
Yeah. So anyway, we're really excited about working with Toyota of Irving and working with.
I'm excited about working with Brent.
With Brent, yeah. No, Brent's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he is.
Brent's an awesome guy. We're getting ready for the big party Sunday, right? It's not a surprise party, is it?
No, but Patty Allen, Brent's girlfriend, she and Curly Head have the same birthday. So Patty and Pearl turn. Pearl's gonna be 4. How old's Patty Allen gonna be?
Older than 4.
Yeah, Patty and Pearl.
And
happy birthday, Patty Allen.
Guess when her birthday is? 10/4.
10/4. Pearl was over and out, buddy.
Yeah, so we're having. Hold on. No, I ain't Rodney. So we're gonna have a cool party up here for Patty.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said.
Like I said, we're having a party up here for Patty.
But anyway, I talked to Mike Coy. He's painting the cab, getting ready to paint the cab now. Finally, he's finally got all the body work done on the 47.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's a 47 Dodge Dually.
Have we said hi to Jimmy McDaniel today?
Hi, Jimmy McDaniel today.
He's such a goober.
He can't help it. So those are the fenders inside there. We had the little wooden penguin build the stake bed for us by hand to our specs.
Did they open their little
Yeah.
bar yet?
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
It looks beautiful.
We need to go
I saw
out
the
there.
pictures. Yeah, we ought to ride out there one day.
We need to. So we're trying to get this ready. The thing is, in this business, it's a lot of long-term projects. And that's what this is. That's what the 68 Charger is. I know that the Charger is next up. We're fixing to jump on that Charger. We got the new Hemi for the Charger somewhere around here. And you got anything else, Bigun?
You know what my husband noticed and he said to me, because he never watches the videos, but I guess he watched a couple. He said, "Have you noticed you always have a drink in your hand?" I thought, boy, I do.
Well, that's what they say about you. You ain't a wino. You'll drink anything.
I had you're not going to like this, but I had I don't know, it was an iced tea or something the other day, and Rocky goes, "Is that a margarita in there?" I said, "No."
Better not be.
No, it's not.
All right, so I think that's it from Punch Wally Garage. Cool 63 T-Bird. We've actually started this, and I think we're about ready to drive it, aren't we?
Has anybody seen all the frames and the bikes in your rafters, Josh?
What about my cool little
Honda?
Yeah, little 75 Honda 754 up there. That's just the original carcass. It's in a chopper frame now.
So one day we talked about whenever I was little and I was riding Dad's Honda and he would have to catch me because my feet weren't.
That's the one over there.
Yeah, with the big white tank.
That's a Preston Petty plastic gas tank, brother. Preston Petty.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Like,
this
comment,
is,
share.
yeah, please like, comment, share. Oh, another thing is I'm looking for a motorcycle mechanic, for an experienced V-twin mechanic. And I mean, you may come in here and we may have you helping build bikes. You know, I'm not really looking for another entry-level guy. I'm looking for somebody that really knows their way around a bike. You know, somebody that wants to, you know, work on something different every day and something challenging and something fun and be part of our family business here. So if you're that guy, shoot me an email, rick@strokersdallas.com. rick@strokersdallas.com. Okay. You got any questions for us, Josh?
Strokers Dallas merch, MERC. Hey, I got in some. I'm gonna.
Yeah, we got in some stuff from Ducat today.
Yeah.
So
Some
you got
more pants for like Suzanne and Uncle Rand. So
Yeah.
I got pants in.
And I think, did we get the work shirts in? I mean, the
No.
button-up shirts.
No.
You sure?
No.
Okay. So anyway, we got some more tie-dye stuff coming in.
So did you notice something about me today that you always bitch about? That
Yeah, you're not wearing your
I know.
stupid holy pants.
this is the only pair of jeans I have that don't have holes in them.
Wear them every day. Don't embarrass me with them old holy pants.
Okay.
Those went out in the 90s.
No, they didn't. Ask Ellen. Ellen wears holy pants.
Ellen ain't even from this country.
I wonder if she's allowed to vote.
No, we don't want people voting that's a foreigner like that. We only want hard-working Americans to vote. If you're from Australia, you should vote. I ain't voting over there. Why don't she vote over here?
True.
Of course, she's married a Californian, so I guess she can vote.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Love you, Ellen. All right, so we'll talk to y'all. Today is Friday. Tuesday, yeah, we'll be live Tuesday, and I'm going to try to get another interview. Who would you like to see me interview? I'm thinking about, there's a bunch of the big shots, which, by the way, the interview with Sugar Bear we did on Tuesday, I think was our biggest show yet,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
so.
Wasn't it, Josh?
Yeah. Oh, with Sugar Bear?
Yeah.
No,
That one in
we
the.
had one where you guys were riding together, and then one where y'all went into Sturgeon, where y'all were in Sturgeon.
Right.
Oh, so like 7:30 in the morning at the beginning of the
Right.
hotel.
So it was one of our biggest shows ever.
Third biggest.
Yeah.
You should have just said yes.
It was huge.
Huge. Huge.
It was huge.
Huge.
Everybody knows it.
I know.
Huge. Yeah, so if you got somebody you'd like to see me interview, if they're in the motorcycle world, I probably know them, so that's great.
They don't even have to be in the motorcycle world.
That's where I was going. You don't have to be in the motorcycle world. You can be, it can be just anybody that's interesting.
So next time
We had Eddie Munster on the show,
Yeah,
who's
we
a
did.
friend.
So
But maybe if you know somebody, if you're friends with Pam Anderson or Clint Eastwood, and you can arrange an interview. I love Clint
I know
Eastwood.
you love Pam Anderson.
I love Clint Eastwood more. He is truly an American icon. He was always my favorite actor. Clint Eastwood and Charles Bronson.
Michael Tidwell said, interview the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Do you know one?
Yeah. He don't know one.
Alabama.
Alabama. All right, we'll see you on Tuesday.
Hey, next time we talk to these people, my little baby will be 4. Little baby. All right, bye.
Bye.